Okay, I hope you're able to see my screen, right? Hello, can you hear me? No problem. Okay, no problem. Fine, fine. So I have already shared the content that we need to cover in our training. So we'll start from very basic that you can understand everything. So you know that to start journey with any cloud provider, not only with Amazon, if you want to be expert in Azure, Google Cloud, Alibaba Cloud, so it's mandatory for us. We must need to know about the concept. What is cloud and what are the services that are available over a portal, and how we can start our journey with cloud. So that's why I'm going to start from very basic, right? So once we complete the part of concept of cloud technology, after that we'll move ourselves to portal and discuss about the implementation process, like how to implement our virtual machine, set up our server, configure network, deploy our own website, deploy our own applications, everything we will cover according to the blueprint of Amazon Web Services, AWS Solution Architect Associate. Clear? Yep, already started. Yes, already started. After end of session, I'll share you the recording. Every day we'll share the recording of every classes, right? Fine. So as per the name suggests, the meaning of cloud. The meaning of cloud is basically you can access it from anywhere, anytime. If you compare it to our natural cloud, so you know that you are able to see, you are able to get, you are able to uh, realize about the cloud. No matter you are in USA, you are in Australia, you are in Dubai, you are in India, so everywhere you can see the same cloud. I don't think it is segregated according to the country, like this is US cloud, this is Australia cloud, this is Dubai cloud. No, everywhere you can see your own cloud. Is that correct? As it is, cloud providers like as Amazon, like Microsoft Azure, like Google Cloud or Alibaba Cloud, they wanted to say you whenever we proceed with cloud technology, you can access your cloud, you can access your service basically from anywhere and anytime. This is the actual meaning of cloud. For better understanding, because we are trying to understand about cloud technology, not natural cloud. So for better understanding what we need to do, the cloud technology categorize in two different part. The cloud technology categorized in two different part. One is, you can say that, work based, right? You can say that work based, and another is technology based. The meaning of work based, as per the name suggests, which types of task you are able to perform, that we will discuss in case of work based. So in work based we will find, I hope you heard about the IaaS, about PaaS and SaaS. Infrastructure as a services, platform as a services, and software as a services. As it is in case of technology based, we have a public cloud, private cloud, and hybrid cloud. So let's try to understand about the concept of IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS, Software as a Services. Clear? Now let's start with IaaS. So IaaS is a infrastructure as a services. The meaning of infrastructure as a services, you can consider it as a manageable services, which is also considered as a manageable service. Those services user means customer or client can manage by self consider as a manageable services. Means everything you need to set up by own. Like as up to 75% task, 75% types of activity managed by user, 75% task managed by user, and 25% task managed by provider. 75% task managed by users and 25% activity managed by providers. We have a number of examples to understand about infrastructure as a services. The examples of infrastructure as a services are, for example, you want to purchase one virtual machine VM, and you must need to decide the configuration. So for example, the configuration of our virtual machine, you decided 4 gig of RAM, 2 core of processor, okay, and 100 gig of HDD hard disk drive. This is the configuration that you decided. But after few days, like after 1 week, you realize the 4 gig of hard drive not enough to manage the virtual machine, because the 4 gig is really less to operate our on applications or the software that we install. So what you need to do, you wanted to increase the configuration. You wanted to make it 8 gig of RAM, and you wanted to make it 4 core of processor. You don't want to change the you don't want to change the operating system. You just wanted to change the hardware configuration. You don't want to make any changes with software or operating system. You just need to increase the hardware configuration. So in this case, what you need to do, in this case, you must need to change the configuration by manual setting. You are responsible to change it. You are responsible to make a changes with our application, make a changes with our virtual machine. So those activity you are performing by self, it means that it is considered as a infrastructure as a services or manageable services, because you are able to manage the service, you are able to modify the service. Not only the virtual machine, we have another examples like as storage. You purchase a storage from Azure portal, for example 5 TB storage you purchased, and after few days or few months you realize 5 TB is not enough to store our personal data, and you wanted to increase the existing storage. You wanted to make it 15 TB. So you are responsible to modify by manual setting. You are responsible to change the configuration, change the resources. So that's why in case of infrastructure as a services, user can perform their own task. This is the actual meaning of infrastructure as a services. Is that clear? Great. So let's talk about PaaS. So PaaS basically considered as a platform as a services. You can say that the platform as a services is totally opposite. Yes, the platform as a services is totally opposite from, you can say that, infrastructure as a services, because in case of infrastructure as a services we can consider it as a manageable service, but the meaning of PaaS is basically considered as a unmanageable service. The unmanageable service, we have a number of examples, but before that, we should know about 25% 25% task managed by provider, sorry, managed by user, 25% task managed by user, and up to 75% task managed and controlled by providers. This is the actual gap between infrastructure as a services and platform as a services. Now, let's talk about the examples. N number of examples are available in platform as a services that we will discuss, like as web server or web service. The another example of platform as a services, AWS load balancer. Number third, AWS light sale. These all are the examples that help us to manage. These all are the examples of PaaS services, platform as a services. Basically, in this case, let's take an example. You are planning to set up your own website. You wanted to host your own website, or you wanted to host your application server, or any other server you wanted to set up. So, in this case, everything you manage by on, you are responsible to manage by self, right? So, what you need to do, you wanted to host a website. 75% managed by provider, 25% managed by customer or user like you and me, because we are taking care of the AWS portal. So we are responsible to take care only 25% task. 75% task managed by the platform as a services. Let's take example. You wanted to host a website using PaaS service, and one website you wanted to host with the help of IaaS service. Web service you want to set up with the help of IaaS. Another web service you wanted to establish with the help of PaaS services, platform as a services. In case of IaaS, what you need to do, n number of steps you need to perform. Step first, create EC2 instance. Step 2, access RDP. Step third, install IIS service. Step 4, configure security group. Step 5, upload your website data. Step 6, attach one static public IP, which is considered as elastic IP, public IP. So entire 6 steps, if you are expert in Amazon Web Services, It will take up to host your website, to live your website worldwide. It will take up to approximately between 3 to 4 hours. Yes, it will take a time up to between, if you have a much idea of Amazon web services and portal services, then it will take up to 3 to 4 hours to establish your infrastructure. Is that okay? And let's take an example. Same website you wanted to host with the help of PaaS services. This is infrastructure. That's why you are performing 75% task. User can manage up to 75% task. In case of platform as a services, only 25. We are responsible to perform only 25 task percent of task. So let's take an example. How many steps we need to follow if you want to host a website with the help of PaaS service? So very simple. Select plan. Step first, select plan. Step 2, upload data. Data in the sense I'm talking about website data. The website that you created with the help of .NET, PHP, Java, Python. The website that you created, you need to upload it to the plan. And number third, add your domain. That's it. Add your domain. In these three steps, you are able to host your website to worldwide. If we talk about the durations, hardly it will take 15 minutes to 25 minutes. That's it. Within half an hour, less than half an hour, you are able to host your website worldwide with security. Only the reason of you are using PaaS service. Because in case of PaaS services, whenever we select the plan up to 75%, your task already managed by the provider. Only 25% task, only 25% task managed by us. Only 25% activity managed by the provider, managed by the customers. Is that clear? So, what is difference between PaaS and IaaS? Mm-hmm. Okay, no problem. In case of infrastructure as a services, it required much step because you need to set up the each and every part by self, and you should follow the steps. In case of platform as a services, up to 75% task already managed by provider. Our responsibility to just create, to just select the plan, upload data, and add our domain, and you can access your website worldwide. From anywhere, you can access your website. This is the actual gap between infrastructure as a services and platform as a services. If everything is okay, can we proceed for next step? Thank you. Now let's talk about SAS, considered as a software as a service. In case of SaaS, basically, if we talk about the actual usage of SAS, software as a services, we have a number of examples. Like the best example to understand about software as a services, I'm talking about mailing service. AWS can give us option to set up our own mail infrastructure without using any resources. So, like as if we talk about existing examples, so you know that about Office 365. Do you have idea about Office 365? And Amazon can provide us one AWS simple mail service, which is considered as a SES. With the help of Office 365 or by using uh, simple mail service, we are able to establish our own mail infrastructure. We can establish our own mail infrastructure. So if we talk about the examples related to the SAS, in this part, no need to use any hardware. I'm talking about on-premises hardware, are not required to set up any kind of resources over a portal. We have a multiple examples. If we talk about the examples related to the SAS, so SES is the best example. AWS directory service, another example. AWS directory services, and number third, you can consider the another example, AWS lambda function. Next, the another example of SAS service, AWS CloudFront. These all are the examples related to the SAS, software as a services, because in this case no need to use any kind of hardware, not required to set up any kind of infrastructure over a portal. Easily we just need to sign up ourselves over a Amazon portal, create account, purchase the license, and start using these services without infrastructure. So please let me know if we have any single question about the point that we discussed. Cool, no problem. So let's proceed with another point. This is the basic infrastructure, basic understanding of infrastructure, platform, and software as a services. Let's talk about another part, which is correlated to, you can say that, technology based. As per the name suggests, the meaning of technology based, you know that we have a multiple way to set up our cloud infrastructure, or you can say that providers are available, like as a public cloud provider, private cloud providers, and the last one is hybrid cloud providers. The meaning of public cloud providers, as per the name suggests, anyone, right? Anyone can access your service from anywhere. This is the actual meaning. Anyone can access your service from any different geographical location. Next, let's talk about the name of our public cloud providers are Microsoft Azure, Amazon Web Services, AWS, Alibaba Cloud, and GCP. You know that about GCP is a Google Cloud Platform, right? As it is private clouds, so multiple private clouds are available. Like you know very well about IBM established their own cloud, VMware established their own cloud, and Adobe can also establish their own cloud. So these all are considered as a private cloud. Let's talk about hybrid. The meaning of hybrid is a collection of public cloud, combination of public cloud and private cloud. Consider as a, you can say that hybrid cloud. This is the actual gap between public, private, and hybrid. Is that clear? Please let me know if you have any question. Great. So this is the basic understanding, or you can say the basic information about cloud technology. So let's move ourselves to another point. The another point is correlated to AWS subscription and portal. So our responsibility, we should know about how AWS portal look likes, and before that you should know about the prerequisite to create our own free trial account. We will discuss each and every parts related to the subscriptions type, how many subscriptions are available, and how we can get it our own subscription. Because without AWS subscription or Azure subscription, we are unable to purchase any services. Even we can not purchase, we cannot manage anything without subscription. So let me help you to understand about the number of subscription that we have. Okay, so let's talk about the concept how to set up our own infrastructure, means how we can create our own free trial account. But before that, you should know about the subscription type. AWS subscription categorized in two different part. Basically, like as you can start your journey with Amazon Web Services for business, which is considered as an enterprise account, and second one is personal account. We have two different method to create our AWS subscription or purchase our AWS subscription. One personal account and another is enterprise. So enterprise, as per the name suggests, it is applicable for large business. And the personal account, we can use it for testing purpose and training purpose. If you want to learn about how AWS services can perform the task, how it works, how portal look like, so you always prefer to set up your own infrastructure using personal account. So personal account is also give us a multiple option, right? Like first one is free trial, and another is pay as you go. We have a two different method to create our account or purchase the subscription from portal. Free trial can provide us a 12 months access. It will not give you any kind of credit amount. It will give you the access of Azure services for 12 months, means 1 year approximately. Now, about the pay as you go, as per the name suggests, the meaning of pay as you go is basically correlated to pay as per usage, right? You have to pay the amount as per your usage. Now, let me help you to understand about the actual usage of free trial account. So, we have a total validity 12 months, but we are responsible to just manage the minimum access of services. The minimum access of services, one EC2 instance applicable for one EC2 instance, 750 hours per month. Second, S3 bucket. We are able to upload 5 gig of data, and as it is number third, VPC. We are able to create up to 20 subnets and 5 VPC. This is the limit of our services in free trial. In practical, we will discuss about each and every point. Any question? No. One only one instance. It is EC2 instance. One EC2 instance for 750 hours per month, right? We have a validity of 750 hours. If you increase the value, if you exceed the value, you have to pay the amount in free trial. Done. Next, let's talk about the another points. So in another point, we need to know about the process to sign up ourselves over Amazon portal. It's mandatory for us. We should know about, because you also need to create your own account, free trial account, because you should perform the task parallelly as per the content we will cover in our training. So let me help you to understand about create free trial account. Devan, how to create free trial account on AWS. So what are the prerequisites you should know about? Create email ID. First of all, you should create one email ID. It may be Gmail, Yahoo Mail, Hotmail, any email ID you can use. Your contact detail, because AWS will send you the code, contact number. Number third, you can use your credit or debit card. Number four, it will charge you, not charge you. AWS will deduct $2 for verification, and it will refund by AWS in 48 hours. These all are the prerequisite to sign up ourselves over a AWS portal. So we make sure we must need to create our own account. No worry, we'll create or purchase the GTM link. I hope you're able to see my screen, right? Fine. So to sign up ourselves over Amazon Web Services means to create a free trial account over a AWS portal. These all are the prerequisites. You should create at least one email address, means you should have one mail ID, your contact detail, your credit card, debit card information, and it will charge you $2 for sign up, means to verify that your credit or debit card is working fine or not. So it will detect $2 from your account and it will refund by Amazon within 48 hours. Now, how we can proceed to sign up ourselves? Very simple. You just need to open URL https aws.amazon.com. This is the URL that can help you to sign up ourselves over a AWS portal. Once we open it, it will give you one option: create or sign up account. Create AWS account. Now, I'm going to use my own email ID. I created a Gmail account. My mail ID is teachmecloud6@gmail.com. So I'm going to use this mail ID to sign up myself over AWS portal, and will use my contact detail, will use my credit card or debit card. Although I have already created, I'm using my free trial account, so I have access of my AWS free trial accounts. So I'll give you the step basically. So that's why I'm going to start from basic again. These all are the points that are required to sign up ourselves. So let me open it. aws.amazon.com. You should use console, the management console, and we are able to find option to sign up, right? We just need to sign into console, but unfortunately we don't have any account, so that's why we need to create a free trial account. So click here. AWS console. If you have already created your account, we can proceed with that. Like I'm using my own free trial account, so let me sign in as a root because we are preparing ourselves for AWS Solution Architect. So you should you must need to have access of entire services. You must be able to access all the services. This is AWS dashboard, or you can say that this is AWS portal. N number of services are available. Like as if you click on services, we are able to find multiple services are available: blockchain, application integration, databases, container, compute services. We are able to find game and development, IoT, Internet of Things, machine learning, multiple n number of options are services are available. So our responsibility to understand about the content, those content can make us solution architect engineer or solution architect administrator. So we'll follow the core blueprint as we discussed before, so not an issue. This is the look of our Amazon portal, but let me help you to understand about if you want to create a new free trial account. So what are the steps that you need to use? Just need to open aws.amazon.com. Get started free. We are able to find because I'm using another page browser, so that's why I'm just going to proceed get started with free trial. Yes, I wanted to create a free trial account. Click here. Provide your root mail ID. So I'm going to use my root mail ID, teachmecloud6 at gmail.com. Account name, teach me cloud. We must need to verify the email address. Just need to click here. You will receive a code from AWS. So you should open Gmail account, the Gmail ID that you are using. So we just need to open. teachmecloud6 at gmail.com. I'm going to provide my password. Oh, sorry. Not in soon. Let me open with Chrome incognito mode because Safari required lots of authority, lots of security. See, we are able to find one email ID we received one verification code from AWS. So 190760. I'm going back to our portal. 190760, right? We must need to verify it. MFA, MFA we will configure Actually, this code is applicable to authorize that you are owner of this particular email ID. For example, if AWS or any cloud provider can give us option to create or sign up ourselves over a portal by using any email address, so anyone can use different email ID. You are owner of this particular mail ID. That's why Amazon sent a one code that you must need to log in your Gmail account and copy the code and paste over a AWS free trial portal, right? For security purpose, you can say that. MFA is the part, yeah, MFA is the part that we will configure once our portal is ready to use. Fine. So provide your root password. So I'm going to proceed with my on password. Okay, password must be complex. Okay, you should use complex password means alphabet, numeric, special character, uppercase, lowercase, entire. You must need to fulfill. Next. This is the panel where we can provide our contact number. So let me provide the name, then contact number. Select your location and provide basic information like the address, Delhi, New Delhi, India. Postal code, accept the terms. Everything is okay. I'm good with that. Continue. Ah, sorry. See, we are able to find two different options: business for your work or school, that we discussed before. So no, I wanted to create our infrastructure with the help of for personal usage for training and testing purpose. Always free, never expire. We have a few services. 12 months free services are available, and this is the type of trials. Let's proceed. The another information you must need to provide the credit card information. You must need to provide your credit or debit card information, right? It will charge me $1. It will charge me $1 for verification that your credit card or debit card is working fine, it's active, and you have a means you are providing the correct information. So it will charge us $1 for Asia location, $2 for US, Canada, and another locations. So the cost of free trial may be vary according to the region or zone wise. So you should provide the information about your credit or debit card, and it will charge you $1 and it will return the $1 within 3 to 5 working days. Means within 48 hours you will receive your deducted amount. So you need to provide this basic information, then continue, and it will give you the access of free trial account. So I don't want to proceed with again with another free trial account because I have already created, and see, this is my free trial account and they assign me one ID, and we are able to perform entire task by using this free trial account. So I have already created my free trial account, so that's why I'm not going to proceed with another, because it will again match my information. Recently I created my free trial account, so if AWS try to match the information, then AWS team will reject my new account. So this is about to create a free trial account over Amazon portal. Please let me know if you have any question about the points that we discussed. Great. So you successfully sign up yourself. You are able to access the services. Hmm. Okay. Okay. See, uh, Amazon, not only the Amazon, every cloud provider give us option to create our resources in various geographical location. So we'll discuss about the gap between region and zone. See, this is North Virginia. If you click here, it will give you the lots of other locations, means other region or zones that established by AWS. See, North Virginia, Ohio, California, Mumbai location, Sydney, Tokyo, multiple region or zones are available. There are 10 regions that are not enabled for this account. Means you need to coordinate with the sales team and ask about your requirement. Then definitely they will uh, activate your infrastructure, activate your region for this particular account. Hyderabad, okay, ACF6. This is the new data center established by Amazon. So let's try to understand about the actual meaning of region and zone. About AWS region and zones. Okay, this is our Earth, or you can say the globe, and they established their own data center in different geographical location. And the data centers, they divide it in two different part. One is region and another is zone. Multiple region and multiple zones are available. Each and every data centers are connected to each other. Every data centers are connected to each other. That's why AWS can give us an offer of 95.99% of fault tolerance over any services. 95.99% fault tolerance applicable for VM, applicable for storage, applicable for VPC, applicable for DC data center, applicable for DB databases. We can set up our own web server. We can establish our web application server like that. So the 95.99% of fault tolerance means that give you up to uptime of 6 months. Means within 6 months AWS will reset, not reset, AWS will you can say that down your device for maintenance purpose. We have option to increase it that we will discuss in our sessions. So is it okay about the difference between region and zone? Any question, any doubt, please let me know. Great, not an issue. So please go through the points that we discussed and let me know if you have any question, if you feel, if you want to ask anything, please let me know. Yeah, sure. All the reason grade, all the reason grayed out? Okay, only because of your account is not active yet. So you have to wait up to maybe sometime it will take up to 6 hour to 12 hour. But as per the documentation, they said like you have to wait up to 24 hours. Sure. Okay, okay. Can you please click on another services? And now can you please click on our region? Yep. Okay, do one thing. Can you please open EC2? Click on EC2 and after that click here like me. Okay. Okay. Actually, just yeah. Actually, just few services over a portal which is applicable for globe. Like whenever we click on S3, let me show you. If you open the S3, S3 is a type of bucket or storage. You can say that. If I open the S3 bucket, it automatically show you the globe. Because the S3 bucket service you can access from any location. The S3 bucket you can access from any geographical location, right? So that's why see it display you global and all the region are grayed out because it is applicable for worldwide. It is applicable to access your S3 bucket from any geographical location. So that's why it's a grayed out. Clear? S3 service, S3 bucket service is a globe billing account. If you want to open the billing dashboard, it's also give you the option of global. It's not related to the individual location. Means you can access this particular service from global, from any geographical location. Fine. Okay, this is all about the basic things related to the AWS. So today we completed the part of basic of cloud means introduction. We talked about the IES, PS and SAS. We successfully signed up ourselves over AWS portal, and by next class we will start with the service implementation. Is that okay? Okay, thank you so much. We'll connect tomorrow on same time. I'll share the recording, right? So you should download the recording and put into the internal or external hard drive. Every day recording you need to save with name of our class. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, like that. Anywhere you can put it. Anywhere. Yeah, yeah, it's up to you. Okay, thank you so much. We'll connect tomorrow on same time. Welcome.